Wow, this was fun. This really has been an honor to fly for you today, and I hope that you realize that you can fly and you can be the pilot you've always dreamed of. Being a pilot really is not that hard. If it were, I'd get a real job. This is Boyd Willat of Sky Sailing Warner Springs, along with my...
Coming in from the left of Show Center, you can see the DC-3 flying overhead. This specific aircraft flew during D-Day, the Battle of the Bulge, and Market Garden. And you can already see our first... And Sean Kent has also deployed the Canadian flag, 450 square feet in size with a 35-pound weight attached to make sure it remains flying true. Our other three jumpers, just below the Canadian flag, are starting to compress their Canadian T.
Oh, they got smoke on that one too.
And now, left of Show Center, the jumper on the bottom, Corporal Jasmine Jock, has deployed smoke and flipped completely upside down. Imagine what it feels like to be dragged through the air, completely upside down. And now one jumper breaks away, the remaining two left in a downplane towards the ground at over 55 miles an hour. The speed excellently highlighted by the smoke trailing behind them, exploding apart, giving you a great sense of the force our jumpers had to overcome to keep that formation together.
Wow.
And now our jumpers will all make their way towards the drop zone to come in for their landing.
I'm missing a set, but I don't...
Coming right by Show Center now, giving you a great view of the Canadian flag and that Canadian T on top. One jumper with their legs wrapped around the other. And as they come into land, please give it up for our three-stack drag team. And now landing, please give it up for our Canadian T. And right,
the aircraft looks exactly the way it did in 1970 in Vietnam. Great chance to look at the 921 flying in North America.
You know, A-37s proves it. Big things come in small packages.
Absolutely. This is one of only 4 ex-Vietnamese jets that are flying in the world. We call her 921. Is that not the best smoke system you've seen on any jet aircraft out there? Oh, this is beautiful. Watch the smoke rings form up too. Now the story of how this jet ended up where it is today is pretty incredible. Again, this plane flew in combat. This actual aircraft flew in. Noriega was Panama's narco-dictator, and the U.S. government had enough. When the Air Force's 24th Tactical Air Support Squadron was in Panama, they had 24 A-37s. And when Operation Just Cause kicked off to remove Noriega from power, the drop tanks are normally jettisonable, but the big tip tanks, the big 100-gallon tip tanks you see on the wing. And the communist bad guys. Mark bringing it on back for another strafing run on the minigun. Well, as you can imagine, we were not going to give them much in the way of parts, and hold that right there. Watch Mark in the min radius turn, a 5G min radius turn. That's going to be about the tightest min radius turn you will see all day today. IED in that target. A very, very accurate bomber. In fact, this was the most accurate, believe it or not, the most accurate bomber attack aircraft that we had in Vietnam. Mark's going to lay down some strafe here with the 762 minigun. This aircraft, 2,200 hours of combat time in Vietnam. 1975, folks. Saigon is falling, the South is falling. Bought the aircraft, and then the 20-year restoration began. Charlie pretty much restored this aircraft by himself. Watch the steep 45-degree angle bombing attack run on Mark does, just like you would in Vietnam. Now you're seeing the aircraft configured much like it would look in Vietnam. We have 4 fuel tanks on there. Those can be converted into 250, 500, or 750-pound bombs. You can carry napalm. You'll see how low the aircraft sits. In fact, if it's on asphalt, the exhaust section will melt the asphalt if it sits in one location for more than a few seconds. Let me see a show of hands if you flew the T-37. Pilot training. Very effective due to the heavy foliage in Vietnam. It wasn't really used very much. Take a look as Mark drops some bombs off into the infield. A-37 Dragonfly.
In all your talking, you didn't even mention that you have 30 years in the Air Force flying F-16s and combat time. I'm very proud of you, Dad, and I am so very happy that you are flying the Folds of Honor biplane.
Let's go! Beautiful red, white, and blue colors of the Folds of Honor biplane. Hey David, why don't you tell us about the mission at Folds of Honor?
The mission at Folds of Honor has never wavered. Honor their sacrifice, educate their legacy. The team at Folds of Honor is committed to leaving no military or first responder family behind, serving these heroic families.
That is awesome, David. Thanks for that info, and what a great mission.
Military and first responder sacrifice. Let's remember the families that support them. Folds of Honor gives way more than a scholarship. They provide a life-changing education. This is where sacrifice meets hope. So look up as I skydance in the Folds of Honor biplane and enjoy the show as we celebrate the American family, the foundation of this great nation.
All right, Dad, enough of that talking. Let's see some skydancing in that Folds of Honor biplane.
Force America. We got nothing to prove and everything to give back. Let's help Folds of Honor give back to the military and first responder families that have given us so much.
Gentlemen, at this time, the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, Marine Aircraft Group 11, and BM FAT-502 take great pleasure in presenting the F-35B Lightning II, the world's first short takeoff, vertical landing, or ST. The combination of its stealth features, the Lightning's of aircraft is currently flown by the United States Marine Corps, the United States Navy, and the United States Air Force. Stealth allows it to safely enter areas without being seen by radar that legacy fighters cannot evade. Out of the turn, the pilot will put a straight into the vertical and perform a high alpha loop. F-35B Lightning II executing the slow speed, high angle of attack pass.